Hi everyone, good to see you again, or maybe for the first time. I'm saying that because today is Double Feature Monday. So in this video, I'm going to show you my $5 centerpiece, but in my other video for Double Feature Monday, I'm showing you my Christmas decor and how I sort of take down Thanksgiving and put up Christmas. So if you're here to see that one, there'll be an annotation, an iCard, or something in the description box below. Be sure to check out both because it's so fun to have two videos on the same day. So here it is, my $5 centerpiece. Now this is a challenge video with a reward. So keep in mind that if you like this idea, give me a thumbs up. That's how we're choosing the winner. So I went ahead and focused on their little hurricanes. I was able to get two in two different heights. I think playing with height is perfect when you're working for a centerpiece. Also, when you're working with a budget, I do think abundance is key. So if I were just to use one glass hurricane, it might be obvious that I was working with a budget. But if I can extend my dollar and use two and fill them with different things, it feels like I had more money than I did. So in the first glass hurricane, I filled it with the Spanish moss, and then I topped it off with some jingle bells. It reminds me of like a reindeer barn. It's kind of the rustic feeling. For an added touch, you can hot glue one of these joy ornaments right to the front, giving it that perfect touch of sparkle during the holiday season. In my other hurricane, I printed out a little village scene and I inserted that into the glass jar, and then using a Sharpie, I traced it. So now I have a scene perfect on my glass hurricane. Again, you can do this on your own, but I am not that skilled at drawing. In fact, if you've seen my DIY Christmas village, you know that I had to use printables for that as well. Printables just make it just so much straighter and nice and neat, so I do recommend it if you can do that. From here, I painted on some glue. You could use a Mod Podge or an Elmer's glue, and then I doused it with glitter. No I didn't. Correction. I did not douse it with glitter. I planned to use some of this glitter that I got from Dollar Tree, but I was afraid that it wasn't going to be enough, and I really wanted to cover the whole thing, and I'm also lazy and didn't want to do it twice. So I scrapped that idea and went with plain old salt. It's not Epsom salt, it's just simply sea salt, Morton sea salt. So I used some glue and it worked really nice. You want to lay it on nice thin coat and it looks just like the iridescent feel I was going for. You can fill that with a battery operated tea light or an actual tea light, whatever you get more bang for your buck. The cost of the reindeer barn was $3. I had the vase, the moss, and the bells. By the way, I'm only using about half the bag of the moss and the bells, and I might play around with how it looks in the smaller one, and I'll share a picture on Pinterest if I do that. Because we didn't include the price of markers or glue in the total cost, the smaller one only cost me $2, the vase and the candle, although you can get two battery operated candles for $1, or even like a 6-pack for $1, so it's really pennies here, people, and I don't think I should be charged for the salt. Now if you put both of those together, that's a total of $5, so that's how I made my centerpiece. Now if you do have a little bit more money, a little bit bigger budget, you can add that joy sign on and you're up to $6, although in that pack you do get maybe 5 ornaments, so you should really consider that being 20 cents because you're only using one, but hey, I don't make the rules. Now in all honesty, I don't use a centerpiece on my table. I use this table for everything. We're eating 3 meals plus a snack here. I'm crafting, my daughter's painting, we do a lot on this table, and it's just something that I have to move every single time. Call me lazy or maybe call me efficient. So if you like my ideas, give me a thumbs up. Again, I'm gonna link a lot of other $5 centerpiece ideas in the description bar below. This collaboration is hosted by Sarah over at Sensational Finds. She is a great YouTuber who does a lot of wonderful thrifty DIY, so you're gonna wanna check her channel out as well. So thank you for watching Double Feature Monday. Go check out my other video if you want to see my holiday decor. And guess what? I'm doing Double Feature Friday. This is just a fun time of year where I can't get enough videos. So on Friday, I'm going to show you my $5 Goodwill challenge, and I'm also going to show you some ways to make some ornaments this season. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.